Hello students, good afternoon. Hope you are enjoying the lockdown. Although it is nothing to say about this lockdown, which is a very hard time in our life, fighting with the coronavirus. We have to take care of ourselves, not just ourselves, but our family also. Be very careful. Don't move out of the house unless and until it is very, very urgent. And keep in mind that cleanliness is next to godliness. So pay attention to the cleanliness in and around your house, your personal hygiene. Wash your hands frequently, whatever has been said. Follow everything and be healthy. Because what we are going to take up is invitations, right? We have taken the first part, we have discussed the first part, and we are going to deal with the replies of the invitation cards, right? Invitations which are formal as well as informal. Okay, so formal invitation, as we had seen, is an invitation cards, printed invitation cards, which are given to people, to invite the people on certain occasions like wedding, birthdays, housewarming, shop openings, or the celebrations in the schools. The cards are printed and they are given to the people for inviting them to attend the certain function. We know there is no name of the person who is being invited in the card. It is always on the envelope and it is given to the person either by hand or by post. The informal invitation card, which is given to your friends and relatives, your acquaintances, it is a form of informal letter. The format that we follow is that of an informal letter. That is the date, the address of the sender, the date, the salutation with the either the name of the person or the relation of the person, the body consisting of the purpose for which you are writing the letter. It can be a bigger one, and then ending up with salutation, right? The subscription and your name, right? Both the invitation cards have to be replied for. Either it is formal invitation or informal invitation. Both the invitations have to be replied for. Now, how do we reply to the formal and the informal invitations? The reply is very short, right, and it is brief, to the point. The reply is always pleasant, right? Replies can be either accepting the invitation or declining the invitation. You regret, right? Whether you are able to attend the occasion, attend the party, attend the wedding or anything, the invitation, or you are not able to do. Sometimes we are not able to attend the invitations, right, and attend the function, and invitation replies can be either accepting or declining, right? Both of them. Now, when you write the invitation, it is very short, brief, to the point, and pleasant, right? Even if you are declining the invitation or you are expressing your inability to attend the function, it should be very, very polite and very, very courteous, right? You should not bluntly decline it. There should be a reason giving the telling the person why you are not able to attend it. It is very, very courteous, right? And the formal reply, as it is, it should be very, very formal in tone, and no unnecessary details or any other description. Nothing should be there, whether you accept it or you decline it. It is very short, it is very formal in tone. Okay? Whereas in informal invitation, you can express your personal feelings, right? It can be a bit longer, it can be a bit descriptive and informal in tone, right? So these are the features of the reply, either accepting the invitation or declining the invitation. Now the formal replies, right? The characteristics of formal replies. What should it have? First, you should acknowledge the invitation, right? Whatever the function is, whatever the invitation is, on whatever occasion it is, you have, the first thing that you have to show is that you acknowledge the invitation. That means you are happy to receive the invitation. You are happy to be invited on that particular occasion by the host. Okay? Now you know that formal invitations are always written in third person. It is never in the first or second person. It is always in the third person. As the formal invitation, so the formal reply. It will also be in the third person, right? Now when you acknowledge the invitation, when you say that you are happy to receive the invitation, you are happy on being invited on that particular occasion, right? When you say it in the third person, the person who is being invited, suppose Mr. and Mrs. Sharma are being invited, so they would start, Mrs. and Mr. Sharma feel the pleasure of being invited. Thank you for inviting us on this occasion. That is acknowledging. And then you have to write it in the third person. Then you have to write whether you are accepting the invitation or you are regretting it, right? Whether you are accepting or you are denying to attend the function. That should be very, very clear. Okay? And if you are not accepting, if you are refusing the invitation, you have to specify the reason. Give the specific reason. Don't give any absurd reason, and that reason should be very, very specific, very, very brief and in formal tone, right? Very formal, very brief and very specific, to the point, why you are not attending the function, right? That is the accepting or not accepting, the reply that is to be given by the person who is being invited on that particular occasion. So a formal reply will be like formal invitation. Very, very formal, very, very specific and very small, very brief, very specific, right? And very formal in tone, right? So the language will be as that of the invitation. Now when we talk of informal replies, informal invitations are to the friends and relatives and acquaintances. So the reply would be as the informal invitation. Okay, the format will be the same as informal letter. The address or the place, date, salutation with the name or the relation of that person, the body consisting of the happiness showing at the at being invited on that particular occasion, right? And then expressing your desire to attend the function, or showing your inability to attend the function, whatever it is. And then you can elaborate it in the informal replies. You can elaborate it, right? And then the subscription, yours lovingly, right? And then the name. Okay, the main characteristics is that you write it in the first person, right? For you use first person, for the sender you use second person. I am happy that you have invited me to this particular function. Okay, so acknowledge the invitation in the first person, that you are very happy, and then use second person for the sender, right? Then you have to mention whether you are accepting it or you are refusing it. That is acceptance or refusal. It has to be mentioned. But if you are not accepting it, if you are regretting it, the cause should be specifically mentioned, right? And it should be a legitimate cause, right? Why you are not attending? Because if that person has invited you in a very informal way, that means he or she thinks that you are very close to him. He has not sent you the invitation card, he had sent you a letter, and that I told you that letters are very important, because letters are very close to a person, right? So you have to specify the reason in case you are refusing. The language that is used is very warm and simple language, as that of an informal letter. Okay, so formal and informal, both the kinds of response, right, to the invitation have been discussed. I'll read out one of the replies, formal reply and one informal reply. Okay, now formal reply, when you are invited, suppose you are invited to a wedding, right? So you have to reply it formally. So how will you reply the formal invitation? Mrs. and Mr. Vikram Gaur thank Mrs. and Mr. Shankar for inviting them on the occasion of the wedding of their son. His son's name, then the name of the place where the function is going to take place, on which date, right? And assure them that they will be present on the occasion to wish the newlyweds a very happy married life, right? And then Mrs. and Mr. Gaur will reach Kanpur by the Agra mail, which leaves Agra at 8 am. You should give your routine, what you are going to follow, right? What you are going to do when you are going to reach there. And if that person gets your letter, he or she may reply that I will be arranging a vehicle for you to come to the venue, right? Okay, so this is going to be a formal reply, right? Now if it is informal, it will be like any informal letter. So first the address of the person, sender, right? Then the date, and then salutation, right? Dear whoever. Then you have to thank it in the first person. Thank you for your cordial invitation on the occasion of your sister's wedding, right? And now if you are not able to attend, what will you say? I, however, regret my inability to be with you on this happy occasion, as we shall be leaving for Shimla for summer holidays during that period. Please excuse my absence. Do convey my regards and best wishes to the couple. Right? Now, this is denial. This is not accepting, refusal. Right? And if you are accepting, you'll say, I'll be very happy. I have been waiting for this day since long, and I will be very happy to attend the wedding of your sister. Right? We did not realize how big she is, and I will be very happy to meet her husband. I will be reaching at your place on this date, right, by this train, and I hope you would be there to pick me up at the station. We will be enjoying the celebration of the wedding. Right? Okay, so it can be either acceptance or refusal. You can accept or you can refuse, but that should be clearly stated. So, invitation writing and replies, both are important. So, there are invitations are of two types, formal and informal. Okay. So, the replies would be of two types, formal replies and informal replies. But formal replies will be of two types, either accepting or declining, right? Accepting or refusing. Or the informal would be of two types, either accepting or refusing. So, in total, the segments that you have to keep in mind are 6. Invitation of two types, replies of two types and 2 subtypes. That means total there are 6 formats that you have to keep in mind, right? 6 types of replies and invitations, right? 4 types of replies and 2 types of invitation. Keep this in mind. Although invitations are of no use in this lockdown period, you must keep in mind invitations are always very pleasant, right? So keep this in mind and study well. I've given the exercises again. The first part that I had taught was the invitation, where I had given 4 questions. You write it down and put it in a box, right? Keep that in mind. The formal invitation is always in the box. Write all the 4 questions and submit it on WhatsApp, and the replies I have given is also 4 questions, acceptance as well as declining. Write it down and post it on WhatsApp. I'll check it and give you back. Thank you.